Chat, what does it take to upgrade the heart to level 2? Does anyone happen to know? I go to sleep, but to wake up, I'm playing Valheim again. I haven't got a problem. Don't know what you're talking about. I know it's probably this, to a certain degree. No star, Legion Wood. Aavak, how does the castle raiding go? Is there multiplayer castles or instances? Oh, multiple player. Oh, leather. Thank you so much, Sheelab. I will grab some leather. Castle raiding. We don't really have castle raiding active on this server. I mean, it kind of is there. Castles can be damaged, especially by NPCs. Oh, I don't have leather for some reason. Oh, there we are. However, on this server, for a castle to be raided, it has to be decaying. So, pretty much, if someone doesn't fill up the castle heart with blood, then it will decay, and then it'll be vulnerable, and then someone could raid it. This is a PvP server ultimately, but I'm not even sure that anyone has actually fought outside of dueling and just being silly. But it is allowed. It's just Dapperlings are Dapperlings, and again, the whole thing of cultivating a welcoming community. People are far too polite to just randomly attack each other. So my knowledge of how raiding would work is entirely theoretical. But since you did ask how does raiding work rather than how does it work on this server, from what I understand, you can just attack a castle. The castle heart needs blood in it to power any of the machinery in the castle, and I believe it has a fortifying effect on it as well. So it's probably going to be a lot harder to break the castle whilst while the heart is active. Be over there, so I kind of want to go north again. PvP has occurred. Leafin one-shot me whilst riding past. The big bully. Ah, that naughty Leafin. What a scallywag, eh? Though I'm fairly certain that during the clanless boss battles of the other night... Oh wow, I managed to dodge that. At least one person went down because someone dropped a spell on them at the wrong time. There may have been some casualties whilst we were fighting Nikolaus. It is a possibility that that happened. Got entry point there and got the entry point down here. Let's just pop the dungeon heart somewhere. Then I'll clean the rest of this up. Right, there we go. Heart. Blocked by unit. Oh, really? Dusk, I'm gonna have to ask you to move. Actually, I could pop the dungeon heart right there. Sure, I'll do that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep calling it Dungeon Heart instead of Castle Heart. That's just going to happen, I'm afraid. You're all going to have to get used to it. There's no way around that one, I'm afraid. I've scarcely got any time to finish doing this, so let's crack on. Door. Either side. Walls around the rest of it. Gonna need to get this out of the way. Also, let's top you up with some blood. And I'd like to move Dusk out of the way so Dusk doesn't get hurt. This needs to go. Oh wait. Oh, does it? No, it does. That one is a broken one. I'm only going to throw down enough to get a roof. And then I'm going to go and collect all my other gubbins. Ah, balls. And now floors. So is Aavak's castle a dungeon or a fungeon? That is a good question. There we go, perfect. Right, I don't actually even need the doors, really. Especially considering I don't strictly want to fill this, have the gateways in that location regardless. See, the annoying thing about that, it doesn't quite fit, does it? How about this in the middle? Oh, that works. Yes. Very well. That will do. Right. Now to start shifting things over here. Actually, before I do, can I upgrade you? I cannot. Why? Alright, I don't have level. Also. I'm going to need to go and grab that leather. I will need to borrow some from Sheilab, I think. Okay. Perfect. Right, Dusk. Time for us to be on the move again. Off we go. It is so much easier to get down that way than it is to go up it. Right. Now last time I went down that way. So it's much easier if we just follow the route over there. Here. But yeah, it won't take me too long to set up enough grounds for me to throw at least a couple of instances of the various refining machinery together. But I'm really glad with the move. I've not actually taken time to look around yet and investigate what kind of enemies we'll be fighting up here, but this definitely feels like a more appropriate area to be fighting. A lot of them are quite a lot stronger than me right now, though. To be fair. I suspect there is a reasonably high chance of significant amounts of deaths. Repeated deaths are probably somewhere in my immediate future. this just released today? No, it's been around for a good couple of days at this point. But oh my lord, did they do themselves a mischief with the name. Like, in terms of discoverability, this game is just awful. And it's a real shame because it's a great game. To eat some enemies soon. Also, carrying the silver kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Bye. Goodbye. Please no. I'm hurt. Very scared. Much burnt. No, thank you. Nope. Thankfully, most of the enemies we've passed so far are ranged enemies, and they're a little bit less willing to chase you down and immediately engage. And the range combat in this game is, well, I mean, it suffers the same thing that most fantasy games do, in that bows have very unrealistic characteristics. The arrows aren't fast, they're not particularly punchy, and the range is exceedingly short. Still, all those flaws notwithstanding, the combat in this game is definitely better than Valheim. Just in like the gamey way the combat is, like lots of special moves, all kinds of abilities. Valheim was a little bit anemic in that regard. Go. Right. Have to go back and grab the rest, and 1 or 2 more trips, and we're done. And I can just flesh out the castle walls, and we should be good. Aavak, is there any show or piece of media you like, but it got completely screwed by whatever corporate board who owned it, or similar scenario? Oh, that's the wrong way. At least I think it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm lying to myself. Or similar scenario. For me, it was Owl House. Well, now I'm definitely going the wrong way. Step past these rather dangerous folks. Owl House, love the show, but
good luck getting through my shield.
I'm not going to try. But Disney decided to get the 3rd season to just 3 specials because it didn't fit the Disney brand. I struggle to think of one, but I know there've been several times where I've been quite frustrated with the direction a show is suddenly taken when it's pivoted, and it felt like the pivot occurred because of like new writers or something like that, or just the owners of the show, like for example, like you say, like Disney, or maybe Time Warner or something like that, have messed things up because they just feel that it's like they don't like the show, and so they don't really want it to do well. So despite having significant amounts of fan interest, they cancel it anyway. There have definitely been shows like that, because I can remember complaining bitterly about it, if nothing else. But I can't at the moment, remember. Why'd you ask? Fireflies is a good example, yeah, actually. The horrible thing about Fireflies, they really, like, the show never even got a chance because of management butting in. Like, all of the episodes were shown out of order. It never had a chance. Lady Sharp said the OA, Sense 8. There we go. Gobble down a bunch of hearts. Take the rest. Make sure I don't accidentally gobble down that heart. We're good to go. Then after this, might only be 1 or 2 more trips to grab the rest then. I think we might even get away with only 1. Oh, nice, Leafin. 100% worker is amazing. What Leafin has done there is rather than like turning a human into a servant, Leafin has specifically imprisoned one with a very specific... Oh, balls. I knew that was going to happen. A very... Oh, okay. No, Dusk, come on. That's annoying. But has managed to imprison one with a very specific blood quality. And the consequence of doing that is that rather than having a single high stat servant, or, for example, finding a level 100 human and then eating it to get its blood quality, but that'll eventually run out. As a prisoner, Leafin can keep them alive, but can regularly create blood potions from them. So, and apparently there is like a system that every time that they get drained, they take damage. But then, you know, they'll gradually heal. However, as a prisoner, they have like a morale. And the more miserable and depressed they get, the more damage they will take from things. And it'll keep escalating until eventually they're just going to die. Is that a werewolf? It is a werewolf. Wow. So you got to like feed them good food and stuff like that. But having a 100% worker as a prisoner means that when Leafin is out gathering materials, he can instead drink from that worker and then promptly get massive resource buffs on gathering. That is a huge, awesome thing to have gotten. But then when he's going out boss killing, for example, if he had 100% warrior, then he could switch to that one. And because they are prisoners and not just going out there and finding someone to kill, I will put doors here just so I can protect myself should I need it. He can switch back and forth as needed without having to worry that he's then going to have to go out and find another one. That's brilliant. Oh, yeah. I should be able to get another one done. Let's see. I'll put down another 2. Yep, on my way back. And this should hopefully be the final one. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone, in just hanging out with me while I've effectively just been moving house in-game. But this is going to enable us to do a lot more fun stuff, I feel. A lot more fun stuff. I'm also going the wrong way. Shh. Pretend you didn't notice, chat. I'm not going to upgrade the dungeon heart just yet. I'm just going to grab all the stuff because the upgrading the dungeon heart is largely just to give you more room for your castle, and there are certain things you need an upgraded dungeon heart for to power. But I'll move all my stuff across first and then do that. Are you able to mark them instead of servant instead of a servant instead of prison? Yeah, you can, but this game treats thralls like, I honestly feel that the servants should be thralls, not low caste vampires. But in this game, when you create a servant, you take a human, an ensorcelled or bewitched human, and you make them a vampire. You could perhaps describe them as a ghoul, but I think they should be called thralls because that's effectively what it is. Thraldom. But because they aren't thralls, because they are strictly undead, you can't feed off them after that. Hey, Sheila. Went to bed before you swapped to V-Rising. Went to bed a little disappointed. I'd miss it. And wake up to a pleasant surprise. Hello, Irieth. Much like my usual streams, I'm still here. Hours later. Blame chat for being so generous with the earlier hype train. Let's strip these down. Alright. Sheila expanding out her workshop. Alright. Let's switch to my spear for now. It's a little bit more damaging. Right, I'm gonna get back to my base just in time to not be able to do anything anymore. That was a cheeky attack, I know, but I don't care. Pow. Also, pow. Wow, it actually did knock them quite far. I'm kind of surprised. And interestingly, the spear on foot is just a straight up attack. A thrust attack. On horseback, it's a swipe. They are completely different movesets on horseback, and I love that. And that's true of every weapon. Every weapon reacts a little bit differently on horseback than it does on foot. Most of them have a fairly substantial damage modifier. That is a positive damage modifier. For example, here it's 160% physical damage, which is a lot higher than usual. A lot higher than usual. The other weapons have similarly high damage modifiers. And also, pretty much all of them have a wider angle of attack to some degree. Made it just in time. Whoop. There we go. Okay then. We made it. Ah, poop. I don't think... Ah, damn it. I forgot to borrow some leather off Sheila. That's annoying. And it's my own fault as well, because I left all my leather in the chest that Demi dips with. I'm a manpire, not a vampire. I'm a manpire, not a vampire. Start singing, says Dark Fairy Phoenix. The only one that's ever gonna really can't make me laugh every single time I think about it is we're swearwolves, not we're werewolves, not swearwolves. I love that so much. Oh, what we do in the shadows. Such an out of nowhere comedy gold. Perfect. Hagrom, it looks like you need blood. No, I've got frailed blood, but it's good enough. I'll be honest, I don't know what Owl House is. I've never seen any of it. I'm not even familiar with the name, frankly. So I have no no knowledge of any controversies with regards to why Disney cancelled it. But that wouldn't be especially surprising if what Chat is mentioning were true. Wouldn't be the first time something like that happened. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have... Well, I guess I could go into one of the towns. I mean, I am right next to two of them. Leather. 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 No. No leather. I'm going to stop looking now. Right. I may actually have to ride over to Sheilab's place to pick that up. But I don't strictly need the leather yet. Again, I don't actually need to upgrade the heart yet. I will top up the blood in there, but I don't specifically need to upgrade it just yet. What I would like to do is to build out the borders all the way up to... Well, apparently that can't be claimed. Interesting. So I guess that is going to be the border right there. There we go. What's the most significant difference, except for being a vampire, if compared to Conan Exiles? Yeah, I would say probably one of the first and most significant differences is that this isn't first person. Grab you and you. Let's throw together quick castle. There we go. Now with that in place, actually, let me have a quick look. I always want to check something out. Let me grab some wood and some plant fiber. Have I actually even got any? Oh, I do have some plant fiber. Marvelous. I would like to just see what this would look like if it had a wooden palisade there. I can't. It has to be between two of the Stone pillars. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, wooden pillars. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. It was worth finding out. And then windows. I would very much like some bars across there. Yep. Lovely. But yeah, I could even do away with that. Technically, it's not necessary, but I would like to have a proper wall around there, even if this is more a garden than anything else in here. Right. Next up, let's take the border down the other way. And seal this area off. Well, that's the amount I've reached my limit now. That's why, by the way, that I need to upgrade the heart. And we'll set up a little glade or something down there, a little welcome area. And it'll look lovely. Want a window here, a window there. I don't know if I want windows everywhere. That might be a bit tacky. In fact, I may have that one just be a regular wall. And then a corner two corner windows there. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. And this one over here can be a window as well. Either that, or I could allow... Yeah, you know what? You could just walk out here and just jump down. It wouldn't be much of an issue. Like, technically, the only thing I need there is the door. Realistically, to prevent anyone from just getting out. The other thing I could do... Ooh, and this is not something I've considered before. But what if... instead, I could either have a pillar there, or an open doorway. So you could just leap out. And then I could have windows over here, and it would kind of make a little bit more sense. Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Done. Yeah, I think that's actually quite pretty. Now, even if that is a courtyard in there, it won't really matter. That being said, I could have that side also be an archway. I don't know. There's quite a few options available there. But the main thing is this whole plateau now is basically controlled by this one castle. Access there is restricted. I could have more arches over here as well. Once again, you can just come out here and leap down. I'm not really sure if that's strictly necessary, actually. Oh, that one's... this is a bloody wall there. Oh well. But I'll probably move the castle heart all over the place, so I really shouldn't spend too much time designing this part. The next step is to go and get the leather so I can make the castle heart. A literate vampire. Wow. Question: when is Aavak's bedtime? Yes. That isn't even being a memeish or facetious answer. That's basically as good of an answer as I could possibly give you. I'm afraid. It can be whenever. I have no particular schedule for my periods of wakefulness. And kapow. Nope. Also kapow. Oh! Okay, well that was my fault. I was being rather gutsy. Rather gutsy. No thanks. That's right, you should all set yourselves on fire. That's the perfect thing to do. I agree. That was 100% me being punished for being such a scoundrel. And I still did it. I still did it. Wow. That was hubris kicking me in the backside there. Right there. 1000%. Still in combat, apparently. Now, there is actually a use to doing this, because the attack will sometimes stun an archer and throw them off from being able to counterattack. Well, let's have a look at what Shelab's been up to. Oh, wow, Shelab's doing an awesome job. Very awesome job. Kind of creating segregated rooms. I like it. And this upper plateau just being wild. That's lovely. Book Readerman. Side note, thanks for moving out. I've now been able to move in. You're more than welcome, mate. You're more than welcome. You are now Demi of Derp's new neighbor, yeah. Right. Where is that Shelab? And what is she up to? Shelab is down there doing things. Shelab, when you find yourself a moment or two of safety, could you type in global chat if I may avail myself of some of your leather supplies? I need to upgrade my heart, and unfortunately I left all my leather elsewhere. Actually, I could... Oh, I should have thrown in the hides that I have in here before I left. What are the chances I forget why I came here? Ah, how rude! Oh, ye of little faith. Thank you, Shelab. Dunk. I have no idea if 12 is going to be enough. I'm going to have to hope. I will head on back with plenty of hide in a bit. So I'm going to go down and see how Sheilab's doing, just in case I can help with anything. Hui. Walk on my heart. I've got it. I'm doing fine. I've only used up about 300 gigabytes since I started streaming today. Got loads of room. I cleared out a couple of the raw. Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. Go. Alright, there. I cleared out some of the raw recordings off my recording drive before I started streaming. So I had about a terabyte of space before I started. Thankfully. Hey up, Sheila. That's skedaddling. I do not see where they went. Oh, they went over here. Oh, you're hungry. Okay, glad you said that. Alright, I'll draw them to you then. Okay, that one's ready for feeding. Go. Poor Sheila, out here trying to get a nibble. All them scallywag wolves. Okay. You can go in it or up here. I'm absolutely going in this cave. There are a bunch of bats that just came up. Sheila, do you want to go in the cave? Ow. Ow. There are bats leaving this cave. That's amazing. I bet there's going to be some sort of... I swear, if there's a bat boss in there, this is how you get the bat changing into a bat ability. Sheila and I are both going to die massively. But, let's have a peek. I am curious. Ow! Ow! This was a mistake! Oh no, I've got a shave right here. Why? The pain. Stand over here, Sheila. Or climb in. Oh, really? Wow. It's okay, I can get you up. Oh, apparently I will go straight through. Oh, no. Please tell me. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Oh, thank goodness. That's annoying, but I should be able to find some way. There we are. Hold to revive. There we go. It appears to have just brought us out on the other side. It's a bit less good, honestly, than I had hoped. Okay, let's get back inside. This is going to hurt. Don't. Oh, good lord. Why? Clear over here, Sheila. Oh, there. That also works. Well, that was so unfortunate. So where did that tunnel lead out to? I didn't actually notice on the map, but it wasn't there. And it wasn't there. Was it there? I don't know. Like, I have no idea where that led to, but it might have been... No, it couldn't have been down there. Yeah, that seems so much more promising than it turned out to be. I'm deeply, deeply dissatisfied with it. But, I mean, it is a fast travel that allows you to take materials with you, so... It's potentially great if you can find two connecting areas. Thanks again, Aavak, for moving. It also gave me stuff. Enjoy. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Redistribution of the wealth. That's all that was. Around plenty of iron around here, but I do not have anything to use it for quite yet, or any means of gathering it quite yet. Also, I went the wrong way. We're going to the the race course, the race course where you get race horses. Basically, Dusk was going to see their old friends. I'll duck and weave in a little bit, but is there actually a way through? Yes, there is. No, there is not. That is a lie. Apparently, it's a big, barefaced lie. Oh, no, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a barefaced lie. It was just a veiled-faced lie. Oh, hello. Iron Golem? Dear Lord. Well, that is the stuff of nightmares. Oh no, Sheelab got messed up. You went to the wrong castle. Let me have a look. Really? Are you kidding me? Whoever you are, go away. Gem dust. Oh, apparently I need to be killing workers much more often. Okay. Did Sheelab die? I think she may have. I'm going to rush over there and see if I can't get her up. I shouldn't have even taken the swing there, because I was going to grab the animal hide to take over to Sheelab's and throw into the thing. It's okay, you need a way gate. Okay, fair enough. But evidently, these villages are well worth the unaliving if they're carrying around gem dust. It's way too hot. Way too bright. Yep. And here we go. Night time. I would love it if you could have angles. Like, angular doorways. Oh, it'd be glorious. Truly. Upgrade! We need more essence. There we are. 5 days. Perfect. Okay, we're basically back to where we were at the start of the stream now. Took me a little while longer than expected, but we got there. Well, actually, that being said, when I say back to where we were at the beginning of the stream, I mean I've got a place with a roof. It's a slight oversimplification of what I had to begin with, but I guess, in a sense, I did have a place with a roof. So it was perhaps lacking in granality, still a very accurate statement. What do you think is often lacking in sci-fi civilization games set on a galactic scale? I think it's lacking. I'm not sure, really. Of all the sci-fi civilization, like simulation or strategy games that I can think of, I've never really particularly felt that things were lacking. About the only thing that I could, like you said, it's on a galactic scale, but about the only thing I haven't really seen done before is any attempt to have multiple galaxies. But reasonably speaking, no game has even remotely accurately represented one galaxy yet. So having multiples seems hardly worth it. You know, there's no benefit there until you've actually used up the amount of stars you might normally find in the galaxy. But it might make for some interesting gameplay to have multiple galaxies, even if they were only representative. But that's me stretching to try and think of something I haven't seen done. From castle to box. Oh, shush you. At least Elite has come pretty close here. But I think the grand total of 10 hours and 43 minutes, that is going to be where we wrap up today's stream. I really enjoyed playing both Shipbreaker and this. I actually had quite a lot of enjoyment in just playing two games and just kind of wrapping up with a bit of this. Though the next time that we do play Valheim, we are going to spend some time properly laying out the castles. And that's going to take a bit. I'm going to need... I may be able to get a decent amount of this plateau taken up and actually set out some big areas, some proper rooms in here. And I think that would be glorious. I think it's going to be really, really nice to have some big, healthy-sized rooms, some actual dedicated floor space. So I will specifically make a workshop. I will specifically make a forge space. And in those rooms, they will have the specific flooring. Likewise, I can make... let's bring up the different types of floors. I can make the workshop. So workshop structures get a bonus from that one, which I think are... I think the sawmill does. And I believe... the carpentry bench, I imagine? The woodworking bench? Yeah, that's a workshop. These two are alchemy labs. Oh, the grinder is workshop as well, so that's actually going to be even nicer, yeah. We're going to be able to set up a couple of specialist rooms for that. So the workshop flooring there, then we've got the forge flooring, and finally the alchemy lab flooring. So we should be able to get a decent amount of setup there. In fact, I think that's pretty much all of the things that I can... Oh, we've got a tannery. So we don't have a space for a tailor yet. But that is something that we can look at doing. Our castle box, great. Look, it's cozy, okay? Oh no, I've stuck that silly helmet on. No, let me get this off my face. Although I guess before I go to sleep, I should, realistically, pop down a stone coffin. 6 grave dust and 20 stone bricks. Let's grab the grave dust and the stone bricks. Not there. And there we are. But yeah, this time I'm going to go with a more modest coffin. I learned my lesson. I will move that later, But it just looks pretty, in my opinion. Looks very pretty. There we are. Alright, but that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for joining me, chat. It's been a wonderful time. I hope you have as well. By the way, Aavak, would love to give you a tour of my castle when you have time. Oh, wonderful, Coco Wolf. I will definitely take you up on that. Perhaps the next time we stream. I will probably be streaming at least once more this weekend, so keep your eye out. And whilst we might play a different game to start, I think playing some Dapper Valheim towards the end will become more of a common occurrence, let's say. I think that's how we ended up playing Eco as well on the Dapperling Eco server. Is the first couple of times we played it, it was like a dedicated Eco stream, but then it became something that I would tack on to the end of other games I was playing for a couple of hours. I think that's also why several of those streams ended up being like 15 hours to 16 hours long. So maybe I won't do that. We'll see. Steercat. Oh, I wouldn't have gone shopping if I knew this would be a short stream. Bloody hell, dude. Almost 11 hours short stream. What? But yeah, I think I am going to have to wrap it up there. But again, like I said, we're almost certainly going to be streaming at least one more time this weekend. So I will probably catch you all later. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. But take care, everyone.